Ever seen a cowboy ride a mule into a liquor store? Yeah, that actually happened. But now, he's back, and this time he brought a raccoon to a bar fight. This is Moonshine, Mules, and Mayhem, real-life edition, and we're just getting started. From raccoons and dive bars to AI side pieces, $300 water tastings to Florida men calling 911 on strippers, this week's headlines aren't just wild, they're weirdly American. So let's get into it. Let's check in on everyone's favorite Kentucky outlaw, Cowboy Cody. This guy is already famous for riding a mule into a liquor store while drunk, but now he's up to chaos by getting tossed out of a bar, then coming back and unleashing a wild raccoon inside. Yeah, a real raccoon. It bit somebody. He got arrested again. And in a plot twist that could only happen in America, he's the same guy who tried to retake the confiscated mule back after losing it to police. Clearly, he's got a unique take on animal rights. You know, and at this point, Cowboy Cody's gonna need his own Netflix series, or at least a Discovery Plus documentary called Moonshine, Mules, and Mayhem. If your snack cravings are powered by chaos, well, you better buckle up because Wendy's and Cheez-It are teaming up for Baconator Cheez-Its. Yeah, they're trying to pack an entire cheeseburger experience into a single crunchy square. It's got burger, bacon, and cheese flavor all shoved into one bite. Somewhere, there's a stoner crying tears of joy. The real question is, does it come with a drive-through guilt trip and a frosty regret chaser? A town in Pennsylvania just launched a pothole repair program and gave it the most uncomfortable name possible. Fill my hole. Yeah, that's what they're calling it. And they leaned in with lines like, all holes, no waiting, and pleased with how we handled your hole? Let us know. Yeah, look, if you're going to be stuck in traffic for road work, you might as well be laughing about the innuendo the whole time. Millersburg, Pennsylvania, you win the internet today, okay? You got it. Your PR team needs a raise and maybe a cold shower. According to Match.com's latest Singles in America report, AI isn't just helping people land dates, it's becoming the date. 1 in 6 singles say they used AI as a romantic companion. That's right, Robo-Love is officially a thing, and it's raising questions. Like if your partner's got a chatbot side piece, is that cheating? 40% of people say yeah. Now some folks are outsourcing romance, emotional support, and probably a little bedtime texting to an app. We used to joke about dating Siri, now it's just Tuesday. If you thought Walter White was the unhinged one, wait until you meet the real villain of Breaking Bad, the homeowner. The lady who owns the Breaking Bad house in Albuquerque is in full final season meltdown mode. Tourists keep showing up to snap pictures in front of her house. You know, the one where Walt threw the pizza on the roof. And now she's out there yelling and spraying people with a garden hose like she's defending her turf in some kind of water war, right? There's a video of her going full sprinkler mode on some dude standing on the sidewalk, which is, in this case, anyone forgot, the public property. One guy told her he was a fan and she hit him with a cold line, simply, the whole world is a fan, bud. Doesn't impress me. This woman listed the house for $4 million back in January, and here's the kicker. She's mad that people are treating it like a tourist attraction, even though it literally is a tourist attraction. Ma'am, your house is on every Breaking Bad tour map on the internet. It's like buying the Psycho house and getting mad people are scared of you. Question is, would you pay $4 million to inherit that kind of daily chaos, or is it just the price of fame when your front yard is a Hollywood landmark? Ever watched a good movie until the last 10 minutes made you want to punch the credits? BuzzFeed dropped a list of movies that are incredible until the ending went full WTF. Let's start with Signs. The aliens invade Earth, travel billions of miles, conquer everything, but nobody checked the weather. They're allergic to water? But your GPS should have rerouted you to a desert then, right? Then you got the movie Grease. Why does the car fly at the end? Right? Were Danny and Sandy dead the whole time? Did Rydell High secretly fund Elon Musk? The Wizard of Oz caught heat too. The whole thing is just a dream. No closure, no therapy. You know, other hot mess endings. Now You See Me got roasted for a magic plot twist that made zero sense. And X-Men Origins Wolverine, the final act was such a dumpster fire it made fans pretend it never existed. Now the takeaway, if you're writing a movie, stick the landing, or at least don't end it with aliens who melt in the rain. What's your pick for greatest movie ruined by the ending? Drop it in the comments, I want to fight a little. The The New York Times just reported the most ridiculous trend of 2025, and that's fine water tastings. Yeah, you swirl it, sniff it, pretend to taste volcanic minerals, and then pay $300 for it. There is an actual water sommelier competition in Atlanta. One winning entry was snowmelt filtered through Peruvian volcanic rock. Another came from Tasmanian pine forest mist. And if that sounds like something you'd pay $4 at Costco for, don't worry. The elite are paying hundreds for it. They even are building water cellars now, not wine cellars, water, bottled and shelved like they're aging it for a wedding toast or something. One quote summed it up: if you think water, just water, you're missing out. No, if you're paying $200 for melted snow, you're missing part of your frontal lobe. Would you ever attend a water tasting? That's a good question. Or would you just drink from the garden hose like a normal human? This week's Florida man is 21, freshly buzzed and freshly arrested. He walked into a Clearwater strip club called Oz and dropped $300 and thought that bought him, well, more than just bad lighting and disappointment. He called 911 and said he paid for sex but never got it. The club says, no, you pay for the champagne room, bud. Big difference is that there's no sex in the champagne room. Don't you ever pay attention to any of Chris Rock's stuff? Cops showed up while he was still on the phone complaining the strippers wouldn't seal the deal with him. He smelled like whiskey, and it turns out he just turned 21 and thought he unlocked some kind of DLC content in real life. The best part, though, he's originally from Saudi Arabia where strip clubs don't exist. So yeah, maybe don't make your first call to 911. He was arrested for misuse of emergency services and posted $500 bail. So now he's out $800, still didn't get lucky, and is internet famous for all the wrong reasons. Chris Rock said it best: there's absolutely no sex in the champagne room. Don't make it a felony to find out the hard way. Elon Musk and Donald Trump are beefing again, and America has made one thing very clear: we don't like either of them. A new poll says 52% of Americans are on neither team. That's right. More people would rather root for food poisoning than watch these two rich dudes slap fight on Twitter. Trump still has more supporters, 28% to Elon's sad little 8%, but that's probably just because he hasn't renamed a baby after an algebra equation. Even more entertaining, Elon rage deleted his nastiest tweets about Trump, including the one accusing him of being on Epstein's list. Man's out here scrubbing receipts like he's applying for a church job. But meanwhile, 35% of folks said the country might actually be better off if the two worked together. What would that look like? All-male space prison powered by golf carts and lawsuits? Either way, if you're wondering if this feud helps the average American, it absolutely doesn't. But it sure makes for good popcorn content, right? Miley Cyrus showed up at the Tribeca Film Festival thinking she was doing a Q&A for her visual album, but her fans had other plans. People in the crowd thought they were getting a live concert. One lady shouted, "We paid $800 for this!" So Miley did what Miley does. She leaned in and she belted out The Climb a cappella while the audience tried to remember if it was a concert or a hostage situation. She literally told someone, "You started," which is a bold move when dealing with people who just screamed at you for 10 minutes. But it turns out they bought the tickets off of sketchy resale sites that billed the screening as a concert. So now we have a new rule. If your event is at a film festival and costs $800, maybe double check that it doesn't come with popcorn and shame. Olivia Munn just went full villain in the parenting world, and honestly, some of us are clapping because she says she won't let her kid watch stuff like Miss Rachel or Blue's Clues because they make her want to lose her mind. Saying, quote, "These kid shows drive me crazy." She even said her kid asked for Blue's Clues and she was like, no, not in this house. Somewhere, Steve from Blue's Clues just got emotionally ghosted by a toddler. And the only show she allows is Daniel Tiger's Neighborhood. Not because it's good, but because it helps her son prep for being a big brother. It's like educational propaganda, but soft and polite. Yeah, parents are split. Some are like, heck yeah, protect your peace. Others are clutching their Bubble Guppies DVDs and constitutional rights. Either way, if you're a parent sick of talking animals yelling at you through a screen, Olivia Munn just became your spirit animal. Here's your weird internet fight of the week. A mom in the UK took her kid to see the new Lilo and Stitch movie and saw a grown man watching the movie alone. So she went straight to a parent forum to ask, "Is this creepy?" The internet clapped back hard. 95% said she was the weird one. One user posted, Man watches film alone while eating snacks. Normal. Woman watches man while posting on her phone. It's creepy. Honestly, we all seen way weirder behavior at a movie theater. A dude quietly enjoying Disney with some Sour Patch Kids. That's not a red flag. That's just a Tuesday for me. So if you're a solo moviegoer out there, fear not. As long as you're not watching Barbie in a trench coat or bringing your own bottle of ranch, you're probably in the clear. Want to keep the chaos coming? We drop new madness every Friday at 3 p.m. Eastern, noon Pacific. So set your reminder or risk missing the internet's weirdest headlines. The best way to support the channel, smash that subscribe button or drop a comment. Tell us which story broke your brain this week. Until next time, stay curious, stay weird, and for the love of raccoons, maybe skip the champagne room.